We're here live with Chris Turner, who's making his NFL team decision. You've got the Buffalo Bills, the Tennessee Titans, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Houston Texans. Those are your 5 teams. But first, Chris, where's the hat?
I left it at home. I feel like this is a new chapter for me, and it's time to bring out a new me.
Chris, how have you been? How's the summer been for you?
Well, it's been a long summer, this whole free agent process, a lot of fan bases recruiting me, the phrase, don't tweet at recruits. A lot of these fan bases broke that rule immediately, trying to get them to come to my team. But, otherwise, it was a great summer.
How was the process? Talking about people tweeting at you, what was that process like?
Oh, it was a long process. It was a fun process. It was also very tough, having to block all these at Cowboy Nation _ accounts with only 6 followers. It was very heartbreaking because, you see all these little accounts with just under barely double-digit followers, and you can't help but feel bad for them.
How many people know about your decision right now?
Just you two, my mom, and those very close to me.
What'd your mom have to say about it?
I called her earlier. She was at the hair salon, and she yelled, "I can't hear you," over the hair dryer after I told her her decision. So I know she cares for me. She's there for me in spirit, but she was too busy getting her hair done today to know my decision. But I know she's there for me.
So the last time you changed your mind was how long ago?
Probably 15 minutes before I sat down in this interview. I woke up this morning and I said, oh no, I have to shoot this promo today. And I had to come up with a decision. And then I didn't like that decision, so I changed it again, only to change it again. So last time was 15 minutes ago.
But you have made your decision.
I have made my decision.
Do the other teams know about your decision?
They do not know of my existence.
What were some of the things that the teams did throughout this process to really grabbed you? What was that final team that you made your decision 15 minutes ago? What did that final team really do to get you?
It was their Madden 16, 17 ratings, actually. I looked at the ratings and the potential score for each team and their individual players, and the team I selected I felt like had the higher upside.
Who's been the biggest influence for you, Chris, in this process?
Probably President Obama. He was a very high recruiter for the Chicago Bears. I tried to reach out to him and gauge interest, but Secret Service reached out to me and said, please do not contact the president anymore. So that eliminated the Bears from contention. But he has been a big sphere of influence for me.
Do you have any doubts about the team that you've decided on?
They won't be moving to Los Angeles or any other surrounding areas, so I feel pretty comfortable.
And you're comfortable with their front office and the players that they've brought in?
Absolutely.
All right. Would you like to sleep on the decision more, or are you ready to make your decision right now, Chris?
I don't sleep.
You don't sleep. So I guess it's time to finally do this, Chris. What is your decision? Where will you be taking your fandom to?
Well, this is tough. This has been a long process, and I'm grateful for all these organizations. But this fall, I will be taking my fandom and many of my talents to the city of Houston and become a part of Texans Nation.
Houston.
The Houston Texans.
That was a decision that you made 15 minutes ago?
The decision I made 15 minutes ago when I was playing Madden 17 before this interview, and I hit DeAndre Hopkins with a 72-yard bomb from Brock Osweiler. That was a sign from Lord Jesus above that this is the team that I'm meant to root for this season.
Really?
Really.
Of all the teams out there, of those final 5 teams, you picked the Texans. Was it always your dream to root for Brock Osweiler and J.J. Watt?
I believe God put me on this earth to root for Brock Osweiler and J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt actually recruited me. He went outside my house, flipping a tire, and asked that I go on a 10-mile run with him. Of course, I told him I had class. So he hopped in the tire and rolled back to Houston. I think he just arrived before the preseason game last week.
And you hail from Arkansas.
This is known.
The Razorback Nation.
My favorite.
What are they going to say to you now that you have chosen to take your fandom to the Houston Texans?
I hope they'll understand. You can only be in one place for so long before it becomes stale. And I feel like Houston is very similar to the Razorback Nation, and I hope they respect that, and they will continue to support me throughout my career and my fandom.
What do you have to say to your fans, your friends, your family that are back in Arkansas, maybe not too happy with this decision?
I just hope they understand. This was This was a business decision, you know? I mean, Arkansas, they're very good, but at the same time, I feel like I can have the most success with the Houston Texans organization and for the near future.
Do you think the fans will have any outcry about you leaving to Houston?
Well, I hope they understand. I hope they support me and understand that this was a business decision. While I love Arkansas and everything the program has, I truly believe Houston is the best place for me in the near future as a football fan and as a human being.
Do you ever want to go through this process again?
Does this mean I have to interview with you again?
Quite possibly.
Then no.
Final question, Chris. Which player's jersey will you be donning on Thursday night?
Well, this is tough. It's been a long process, but on Thursday nights, I will be investing in a Brock Osweiler jersey.
Brock Osweiler. And will you put any money on your Houston Texans?
I have no money.
There you have it, folks. Chris Turner chooses the Houston Texans out of those final 5 for his fandom decision.
Thank you, Nick.
This has been the Decision 2016 with Chris Turner. I'm Nick Yale. Good night.